Hey guys, welcome to another episode from Stacy Here We Grow Again. So today I want to talk about getting my soil ready using, potting soil and garden bed soil, raised garden bed mix for my containers or my totes, my container totes in the garden, which I will show you. They are right over here. We are going to get that tote right there ready for carrots. So we're going to be planting some purple carrots today that were sent to us by our lovely friends over at Happy Farms LA. I was her winner, so she sent me a nice winter package. And we're getting our totes ready today because I have a lot of things to do. We have a storm coming here in Florida before our cold front, which usually happens all the time. So I'm starting out with a bucket here. Let's start here. This bucket we bought about 10 of them because they have drainage on the sides, which I really like. I'm sorry that this video is a little dark. It's just really cloudy. We're getting a storm and I'm trying to get everything done before the storm comes. So what I did was cut out some screens, and this I use so this way the soil, since my soil is so fine for these carrots really require a fine soil. So I usually mix my Coco Loco and my raised garden bed mix, which this is my raised garden bed mix. You can see it's just chunky, it's fluffy too, but it's chunky. And then this is my Coco Loco potting soil right here, which I'll show you the bags that I have. And this is wet because it's been outside and we've been getting a lot of rain. And it's just really soft. It's got a lot of back guano in it, Norwegian kelp meal, earthworm castings, dolomite lime, and I just love it. I have a lot of it. I use a lot of soil. So that's my Coco Loco. We've got the Harvest Organics mix, which is right here. So this is an organic compost mix. Basically, they just make their own compost, and that's what that is. There's no additives, which is really nice. I like that. The only downfall about this is it's like making your own homemade compost yourself. So you're gonna have weeds that tend to show up. My Coco Loco doesn't seem to have weeds when I water with it, or my jungle growth. I don't have any more jungle growth with me right now because I use that, and I just, it's the same price as this Harvest Organics, but I like this one better because it's not so chunky, so I can definitely grow my carrots in there. This Bush Doctor Coco Loco brand, this is the one that has that Norwegian kelp meal, the back guano, and it's just a really good potting soil in itself. So the way I mix these two guys up is usually a 50-50 part ratio for my containers outside, the big totes. But since we're planting these purple carrots in this little container, instead of the big one, I want some nice fresh soil so they make it. We're going to put half, I have half Coco Loco in here, and then we're going to put half of this Harvest Organics mix. So we're going to add this in here, maybe not half because, it is a little chunky, but not too chunky. But I want them roots and that produce to grow really well and not be damaged, because sometimes they grow a little funky. If you have chunky soil, they can just, the roots don't spread right. The produce grows a little weird. It tries to grow around the wood chip. So I really don't like too much of the Harvest Organics when I'm growing carrots. If it was peppers or something like that, or something that grows above tomatoes, I'd mix 50-50 and then put 2 styrofoam cups full of perlite in here. I have to go do that. But my Coco Loco had perlite in it, so I really don't need to add much in here. You can see that there is quite a bit of perlite. All that white little balls in there is perlite. So we're going to give that a good mix, and you can see that it's not chunky, it's soft, it's a really good, well-draining soil. You want drainage in all your containers. No matter what I'm growing in the garden or around the house, I have a lot of plants, a lot of different types. I have drainage in all my containers. Everything I use, every pot you see, every container you see has drainage. We live in Florida, so it rains a lot. The climates are really moist all year round, and it just, it rots our plants out. So we need good drainage here. And then all you want to do, guys, is, if you have these side holes like I do, I just kind of put the soil in and move it to the side. This way you can hold them screens in place. I like this soil. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to add any more perlite for this because it's a carrot, and carrots like moisture. So this is fine. If I put any more perlite, I'm going to be watering quite a bit. So this is perfect for me. I'm really happy with this. I'm going to fill this whole container up. Try to do this kind of an easy way here because I'm one-handed. But I want to get this done. Shimmy it around. Let's see. Make sure I don't lose all my soil here. Let's get it in there. I love mixing in these bins because they just make your life so much easier. We got our soil almost full here. Let's fill the rest up. If we make a mess, we'll just pick it up off the floor and use it. Why not? We're going to push this down. You can see how much that soil goes down. So when you water, this soil is going to push down. So make sure you jimmy your pot, especially if it's a big one. Push this soil down, and then we can plant our carrots. Now the reason why I'm getting this stuff planted so quickly is because I need to get this yard straightened out. We're going to have bad storms rolling through here, so a lot of wind. Got to make sure my plants are secured and they're not going to blow around. So just give your soil a pat. Now this is pre-moistened for me, so I do not have to really do much of anything to it. I'm going to try to open these carrots one-handed here. And we're just going to plant some. Now I'm going to thin these out when they get big. Oh my gosh, they're so crazy, these Baker Creek seeds. They come from like growers, Baker's Creek seeds. So like they harvest their stuff, and look, these are some crazy carrots. That is so weird. I've never seen carrots like this. I'm like checking these out for the first time with you guys. So look how cool that is. Oh my gosh, they look like little bugs. They're kind of freaky. These are so cool, Danny. Thank you so much, Danny. I can't wait for these little guys to grow. I'm not really sure how to grow purple carrots. It's my first time doing it. So we're just going to sow some seeds in here and hope for the best and grow these like we normally grow our other carrots, and I think we'll be all right, guys. This is so interesting. So I can have like a good amount of carrots in here because this is a really long tote, so we need a really long tote for them roots to grow, and I can fit probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably like 12 carrots in here. I'd say about 12 carrots we're gonna have in here when we're done. So that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see seeds planted, guys, and start growing these. Keep them well moist while you're germinating them, like anything else you germinate. And I think that's all we're going to put in there for now, so we don't waste these gorgeous, gorgeous seeds she sent us. She sent us so many of them. Look at that. We're going to have tons and tons of carrots to share. Thank you so much, Danny. I'm so happy about that. Keep your carrots well moist, guys, in full sun. 8 hours of sun is best. And then, you know, these are self-pollinators themselves, and they don't really need to be pollinated because they grow underneath the ground. So just, you know, unless you're growing them to seed them, then you have to they need to be pollinated. But if we're not pollinating them, then they just can be grown in a container, inside, in your lanai, wherever. Don't put too much soil on top because you don't want to bury them too deep. You don't want them too buried because then what's going to happen is they won't germinate for you. Keep it well moist through the whole germination process and throughout its whole life, and you guys should be good to go with your carrots. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. You can fertilize these guys once they get big and have a couple of sets of true leaves on them. You know, in a few weeks or so to a month, then you can start hitting them with a lot of nutrients. I give them like a Miracle-Gro nutrients, all-purpose nutrients from Miracle-Gro, just tablespoon per gallon of water once every 2 weeks, and then some CalMag, which is my calcium magnesium supplement in between. And that's it, guys. Water your carrots in really lightly, don't move your seeds around, and you'll have them sprouted in no time. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, happy planting. Bye-bye.